What up, my fellow peeps and peepettes? This is your unprofessional toy reviewer, Redis Power here, and it's really late over here, so I'm going to make this as quick as possible. I'm going to get my matter stated, and then I'm hitting the hay because I have a long day ahead of me. Yes, Friday is my longest day at work. Yes, I have a physical job. This is not my job. This isn't my career. I wish it were, but hey, that's what unprofessionals are. They're not famous. Anyway, let's just get to the topic. Obviously, the title's giving it away. The designs have been revealed by Nickelodeon themselves of the brand new Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cartoon series. We have seen Leonardo, Donatello, Michelangelo, Raphael, Splinter, and April O'Neil. Haha. Okay, so anyway, this is the only photo that I'm going to show here. Well, except for maybe Splinter. I mean, clearly he's not in the actual photo that was revealed. This is actually his character design, which they did show off, but just not with the full group. So anyway, as you see, it's quite different, isn't it? I mean, this is the successor of the 2012 series that Nickelodeon just, wow, it had such an impact on our generation. I mean, everyone's generation fell in love with this, from the kids to teenagers to even adults. I know that a lot of my friends have always talked about that show. It was really good, and the announcement of its retirement, as I'll put it, was unfortunate. But hey, everyone should be over that now, just like yours truly here. But anyway, these designs for this new cartoon, which obviously is being targeted for a much younger age, like I don't know, let's say maybe 2 at the least. But yeah, I don't like these. I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you guys right away. I don't like these designs. I don't like what they're doing with the characters, their portrayal, probably even let's say the changes, I mean the drastic changes that they're going with here, especially with April O'Neil, and what is up with Splinter's design here. You know, it's really rubbing me the wrong way, but I gotta realize two things. Number one, this isn't a show that's targeted for me. Again, this is for a younger age, so I can let that slide. And number two, I say that all the time. Every time there's a brand new Ninja Turtles cartoon, and when they finally unveil the images of what the characters will look like, I have always said this ever since the very beginning. Well, okay, maybe not the very beginning, but when they showed off what they look like for Next Mutation, I thought they were god-awful, and I know a lot of people really agree with me in that. Let's not forget the 2003 cartoon. They looked okay. That was as far as I'll go to giving them a higher grade with their first revealing. They were okay. The 2012 series, really, I've said no way at first. And then, of course, the movie designs. And I'm not talking about the very first movie trilogy. I'm talking about Michael Bay's Ninja Turtles. I was like, oh no. Like, seriously, what's going on here? See, I always have that reaction. And I have it right now. I hate the designs. I think they're terrible. I really think they need to go back into production, or, you know, better, just go back to the concepts, find something else that may have worked better. That's my reaction right now. But again, I always say that in the end. So really, when it comes down to it, they get better after a while, after you get adjusted to what they look like, what they're gonna look like in the animation. My brothers are being hypocrites right now because this is as far as they're gonna go with this cartoon. They refuse to look at anything beyond this. Just a couple of images. They're judging the book by its cover. They haven't even seen the animation. They don't know what the story or the plot's all about. They haven't seen any of the actual trailers or commercials for this thing, which we're not going to see for a little bit anyway, but when they do pop out, I promise you I'll be there. They decided to leave it at the door, but then again, they left the door open only so they can bash this just a little bit more if they want to. See, I don't think that's fair. I think really, when it comes down to it, everyone should give this show at least a benefit of doubt. Give it an opportunity. If not the show itself, just at least wait until we see some real media material based off of this new cartoon. At least wait until the trailers pop up. Like, I don't know, they might have something at Toy Fair maybe. You know, Nickelodeon is full of surprises, and Playmates Toys, yeah, I'm sure of it. Maybe they might be showcasing a little bit more than just action figures. Maybe they might show off like a sneak peek at some of the animation, which is what I'm waiting for. I want to see how action-packed this cartoon will be. I can let aside the style of these characters if the animation is just right. I mean, it would be perfect. As a matter of fact, a part of the group of Samurai Jack is actually working on this cartoon as well. So, you know, you gotta think that they know what they're doing, because that was one kick-ass cartoon that I love to death, and I really wish I actually owned the complete series on Blu-ray or DVD. But that hasn't happened to terms yet. But anyway, I'm saying everyone should at least give this cartoon a chance. Even those who are much older, who know where they want to be with the Ninja Turtles, basically from the originals to even the 2012, which is considered by many actually the greatest Ninja Turtles cartoon out there. It really does top actually the 1987 cartoon, which you can come clean and say that it wasn't the best. It did have its side of things that just, you know, it made the 2012 series look more superior in comparisons, but I'm gonna leave that discussion for another time. But anyway, yeah, I don't know what to say about these designs. As I said before, I always say this at the very beginning whenever I see something new of Ninja Turtles. I'm like, no, this isn't gonna work, it's not for me. But until I really see what this show is capable of doing in action form, I'm not gonna give it a full judgment here. So this is where I'm gonna stop. I'm not going to leave it at the door. I'm going to leave this door open, and I'm going to keep silent about it and just bide my time. And if I really am into this, if it really does prove to be successful in my eyes, I can promise you there will be toy reviews at that point, but only if it really does satisfy my needs in the end. Because, I mean, I'm always open for another Ninja Turtles cartoon that I want to watch, especially with my nephew and my niece, step-niece, yeah, getting close to that point. But yeah, I'd love to experience Ninja Turtles through their eyes while watching it with them one day. That's something that we could probably do with Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, if it's, you know, to the point where I like it. It's gonna take a while. Maybe not one episode, maybe 2, 3. I at least gave Transformers Robots in Disguise 2015 an opportunity. I didn't leave it at the door after seeing the design of the characters. And I'm not going to do the same thing with Transformers Cyberverse. I am going to look beyond what is actually shown with pictures, and I want to see the animation in play. That's what it's all about. That's giving it a fair opportunity, and that's what's preventing me from being a hypocrite, just like my two brothers, who don't want to admit it because they're in denial. So, you know, be that as it may, I will also say this in my defense, because I know it's going to pop up eventually. No, I did not, believe it or not. I know this is off topic, but I'm going to say it anyway. I did not see the 2016 Ghostbusters film. I didn't see the reboot. Tell you the truth, guys. The only thing that I really saw was just all the trailers. That was enough for me. That's when I made the judgment that it was not for me, okay? I know my brother liked it, and you know what? More power to him. His opinion is his opinion. At least he was willing to go in and see the movie for himself, and he did think it was trash, but he also found some fun experience out of it. And you know what? That's fine. That's cool. That's what it's all about. But I went at least to the end of the trailers and decided, no, I'm going to leave it at the door. And I haven't said a single thing on this channel or any other streaming media that I may actually pop up on. I've never said one thing about the Ghostbusters reboot film until now at this moment. And that's only to prove a point that, you know, I'm not a hypocrite here. I'm not following their route. I at least give something a fair chance here. I will at least give Rise of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles a fair chance when it comes to the trailers, maybe even the show. But, you know, if I'm not satisfied with it, I will probably stop after that. But at least I gave it a fair opportunity, and I really think everyone else should. I mean, the designs may not be everybody's cup of tea. It's definitely not mine. Again, I'm telling you guys the truth right now, but this is the starting point. This is phase 1 of my experience with this cartoon, and I think these designs need to be scrapped, and they need to go back and rework on these characters, because wow, This is atrocious to my take, but again, it takes a while to grow on this style of design and animation. So I will leave it at that. Okay, the door is completely wide open. Bring me some more Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles material. I want to see what the action figures would look like at Toy Fair if they're there. So Playmates Toys, don't disappoint me this time around. Give us what we need. Give us some more cartoon accurate looking characters, maybe even more articulation for not just the turtles but the allies and villains as well. Give us some playsets, give us vehicles, give us whatever you think will make this show and this toy line successful in the very end, because in the end we're all big Ninja Turtle fans and we want the best that we can get, even if it's not our generation. If ours is long gone and it's on to the next one, which is what's going on with this cartoon here, I still want to experience the power in Turtle Power. So with that said, I'm done here. I will leave it at that. We'll continue this when more material is unveiled, maybe again at Toy Fair. We'll just have to wait and see. So, questions, comments, you know what to do. Hit it down below in the comment section of this video. If you agree with me in this video and you liked everything I had to say, hit the thumbs up button. If you haven't already and you feel that way, sub up. I always need it. Until then, this is the unprofessional toy reviewer Redis Power signing off, saying thank you very much for watching this, and I will see you whenever you see me.